Jayla Koriyan, and I'm here with Renee from Renee Made You Look. She's a celebrity makeup artist, and she's going to be doing my makeup today and giving us some tips for an everyday makeup look. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Stay tuned.
Let's go.
Eyeshadow bases. So like it's really good for people who are really on the go and don't have time and don't want to spend a lot of time in their makeup but have a darker eyelid. So you just put on the base, it'll brighten up your lid, and you can just put some mascara on. Like a bronze tone, because I really just want to brighten up your lid without looking like it's too much. And if I wanted to, you could just get away with just this by itself.
And what eyeshadow is that?
This is from MAC and it's called Amber Lights.
Naked palette?
Naked palette. I'm using Buck.
Oh, I love that color.
Yeah, and I'm going to use
the perfect
that.
Crease color.
Right. Just in the crease, just to give you a little bit of definition, but I'm not trying to give you like a cut crease situation and all that. I just want it to look nice and blended. You know,
so what is this considered that I, you know, when I look up my eye, I don't have a lot of.
I mean, you have a deep crease, but it's not hooded where when you open your eye, your lid disappears.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm saying is for people to get a good
like
get it in the right spot.
Yeah.
If you open your eye, you'll see this is where the dip is. This is where your crease is, right? So where the brush is falling is a little bit above the crease. So that way when I swipe back and forth, now you're going to have more of a shadow right above your crease. Okay. So that's contouring a little bit and making it look like your eye is more open.
Open, gotcha. Eyeliner?
Eyeliner.
What is this? Because this looks very black, and some eyeliners I've used, they're not black enough.
So this is MAC, their gel liner.
Black Track?
Black Track, yes.
And do you like gel liners over like felt tips or?
It depends on what, for the waterline I like pencils, but for above I like gels. And sometimes you're about to see I'm going to use two different gels for two different reasons. Okay. So I'm going to use Black Track first. I'm going to take a little bit of, well if you see it's like a very warm, something lighter than the black because I'm trying to soften the black. Okay. And this is a quick way, and this is really good for people who have a hard time creating a straight line.
Me?
Right. So you don't have to focus on making it perfectly straight because you're going to blend it out anyway. Yeah. And this just gives you kind of like a soft, smoked look, but very natural. Inglot gel liner, and it's number 77. So I'm going to go back and do a tight line. See that you're mostly oiling your T-zone? Right. Yeah. So because it's an everyday look, you don't have to worry about using primer all over. If you're somebody who's more oily, you can just use it in the center where you get more oil and leave the rest of the face. So
this is Makeup Forever?
Makeup Forever.
I need to get
Step 1.
Yeah, because halfway through the day, my nose is like shining.
Right, right. So this is going to help to hold that makeup. So I'm going to use Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation to correct any discoloration underneath your foundation.
And what color is that?
So let's see.
Have you ever used like oranges and stuff to color correct? Or do you recommend it?
You can. I feel like it will take more work to correct. Okay. So what I try to do is use a foundation that's more like skin tone with an orange or yellow undertone. Okay, gotcha. So right now I'm using Golden Stick Foundation by Bobbi Brown. I'm going to mix in a little bit of warm almond because you're a little bit darker over here. So I'm doing this so that once I brighten you in this area, it doesn't come across looking ashy. Okay. So I'm neutralizing the darkness. Right.
Neutralize before you try to do the highlighting and all of that.
Right. Okay. And this really applies to under eye and concealer. Okay. Because a lot of the times, concealers are made usually brighter than the skin. Yeah. They're made to reflect light to brighten the under eye. And sometimes people end up highlighting the darkness instead of correcting it.
And it looks ashy. Exactly. I did that one time.
Exactly.
And what did I do wrong?
Because you got to remember, the skin, the color under your eye is not the rest. It's not the same as the rest of your face. Yeah. So you have to kind of. It's like when you're painting a wall, you put that primer on the base coat first, so that, or if you're doing a hair color and you bleach it first, you lift the color first, so that you could deposit and it will brighten the color on top of it. It's the same thing. You're going to correct this to this discoloration. You're going to tone down whether it's blue, green, like purple, whatever undertone is coming under the eye. And then you're going to put a concealer on top that's more skin tone correct to brighten. And you'll see how it makes a huge difference. Okay. And it doesn't look white and ashy under the eye.
What happens when you do your foundation and it looks perfect, but then when you go to take a picture, the picture is the same?
Well, that's why correcting undertones first, it makes such a big difference. Because once you take that picture and that fluorescent light from that flashes, it's going to pick up the undertone and it's going to look white or ashy. It might read good in person, but on camera, especially with the HD and all that kind of stuff, you see everything. So that's why it's really important to try to correct any discoloration first before you start brightening and highlighting. Basically, you know, I feel like people kind of skip with the contouring trend and everything like that. People skip like the necessary steps. It's like, get your foundation correct first. Get that down pat. Get your everyday look going. And I'm telling you, everything else is butter. Everything else is easy.
Once you got the basics.
Right. Chestnut from Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation.
Contour.
And I'm going to go in real quick. You're going to see how quick this contour is going to be. Because this is just like an everyday type of thing. So you don't want to see, first of all, in general, you shouldn't see where your contour starts, finishes. It's a secret, guys. Like, it's like Spanx for the face. You're not supposed to know your word is Spanx. You know what I'm saying? So you want it to blend as much as possible. It creates a soft shadow that changes the shape of your face. Yeah. That's what it's doing. Now, when we're talking about photography and TV, that's a different thing. But for every day, if you walk around with such a harsh contour, it looks very harsh on the face. Yeah. And most people don't even need it. Smile. Contour the nose really quick. I put some product on my finger. I'm gonna rub.
Okay, because I always struggle with contouring my nose. Like, I mean, I need it to be contoured, but then I feel like it looks bigger.
Right. So you gotta, this is a very easy way to do this. Okay. So you put the product on both of your fingers. You rub it together. You let it sit on both sides of the nose, pinch it together, and you just swipe it down. Just like that. Scoop it under. There you go. There you go. So that way you don't have to take 20 million hours trying to literally like stipple it with the brush and all that kind of stuff. And there you go. You have it right there. So all you do now, whatever's left on your brush now, you're going to bring it up into the brow and swoop it in. Just like this. I'm going to correct the under eye. Okay. So Bobbi Brown makes these great correctors. So does Laura Mercier, and some other brands make a great corrector. When I say corrector, I mean when you look at it, it doesn't look skin tone color. It's more pink, it's more peach, it's more like of a red. Those are corrective shades. Those are the shades that are going to help to cut and cancel any discoloration under the eye or on the face, so that you can go in and highlight and conceal. Okay, so we're still correcting at this point. Right, so now we're correcting your under eye. We corrected the face, we're doing the under eye now. So I'm using Dark Bisque by Bobbi Brown. And you're going to see right now, as soon as I put it on, how it's going to look. It has a pink undertone. Key to success. Perfecting concealer is really good. This way, where I'm gonna go in and correct her under eye and conceal, because once you do that, you'll see how the face will automatically look more even. Most of the uneven look you're getting from is usually because you're so focused on the eye area. That's what you're looking on first. So people put on more and more foundation to make up for the darkness under the eye. So if you correct this first, conceal it, then you can look back and look at the bigger picture and you can see, okay, this is looking more even, or I need to add this here, take down this, you can see it better. There you go. And you'll automatically see the difference between this eye and that eye. Yeah. But I didn't put a concealer on top of it yet. I just neutralized. Right. We're not done. See, the thing about a natural look, everybody thinks a natural look is no makeup. No makeup. It takes a lot of makeup to get a natural look, and on top of that, that is probably one of the hardest faces to do. Because most people know how to put on a bunch of makeup. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how to make the makeup look like at the end, like you have almost nothing on. Like, because guys will be like, I like girls with no makeup. Picture like, of Beyonce. Right, taking pictures. Oh, she has no makeup. She has a full face on. It's just a matter of the product, how much product they use, and all that kind of stuff. All right, so yeah, they're breaking great. I feel snatched with my nose contour. I'm gonna go down the center using the same combination I used under the eye. See, once you know how to do your nose contour, I can't tell you nothing. Can't tell you nothing. Okay, so this is the Benign Setting Powder. Yeah. I use Sasha Cosmetics, the Buttercup. Do you have a preference? I feel like there's so many products out there. Whatever you like. Whatever you feel like works for you. I mean, I like the banana powder because it's thin, it's not too heavy, and I love the yellow undertone for women of color.
Okay.
It's not it's not good for everybody. Some people like to do the baking situation under the eye. For me, especially going for a natural look, I don't like baking under the eye because I feel like it looks very dry and powdery.
Oh, okay.
So I like to put a decent amount on the brush and kind of take it away real quick so it doesn't look too dry, and then I use my finger just to press the product in, just to mattify it.
Okay.
But I don't want it to look so stiff, especially if you're somebody who has a lot of texture under the eye. It's going to be an issue. It's going to look very cakey, especially for like an everyday look. The NARS Casino Bronzer to sharpen your contour just a little bit, and with the cheek area, I'm just kind of focusing back here rather than giving a whole swipe, just so it makes it look softer.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go onto the top and then face forward. I'm going to go down the center and the sides of the nose to sharpen the contour a little bit. And now I'm going to use the mineral powder that I love so much to set makeup from MAC.
Skin Finish?
Yes. And this color is Dark Smile. So I'm going to use this to warm up your skin tone. I love these as bronzers.
Okay.
They look so soft and natural. So with bronzer, here's a tip. A bronzer is supposed to mimic a suntan. Okay? You don't get tanned just on the cheek.
Okay.
You don't get tanned just on the forehead. So you can concentrate here because this is where the sun hits first. And this is where most people are the darkest, right? So you concentrate more here. Then you sweep around on the cheek, smile. I like to put it on the apple of the cheek just to start my my blush. I know where it gives you like a natural blush look. So if I wanted to have you just walk out right now, I could put some mascara on you and you don't even need blush. You could be good to smile. When you smile, it kind of like brings your cheekbone out so you can get a better placement of where to highlight. You don't want to look like a disco ball. So just a little bit. You don't need too much. Just enough that the sun hits you, you get a nice little glow in the skin. Gives you a nice healthy glow to your skin. Blushes, so people be like, oh, what kind of blush do you have on? All that kind of stuff. Like today I'm wearing 4 different blushes just to achieve this. So these 2 shades, this is Floor Power, and this is Gleeful. This is more mineral, so it has more of a shimmer. So I use this more towards the back of the contour right here, and then use something more matte on the apple of the cheek. So this is going to give you a nice little contour right here, and then this is going to give you a nice pop of color on the cheek. Start back here. And start building the color where I want it. Smile. Start the ball. Scoop it back.
So guys, off camera we just did one eyebrow, so now we're about to do the other one. As you can see the difference from the two, and we're about to get some tips on how to perfect the eyebrow.
Okay, so today I'm going to use a color from MAC. It's called Espresso, with a double-ended brush. It has a spoolie on the end, and this is angled at the tip. So you're going to brush the hair up, and then basically what I'm going to do is outline the brow. So I'm going to start on the bottom, doing small swift strokes. This should not be the darkest part of your brow right here. It should gradually get darker towards the end. That's what's going to give you the most natural effect. The brush is angled, right? You see? So when I'm doing the brow, I'm turning it this way. So now towards the front of the brow, I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to push up like this. So it's going to mimic small little hairs towards the front. Some clear brow gel. You can use any brand that you like. This happens to be Bobbi Brown.
And this is supposed to hold your brows in place? Or?
It's to hold the brow in place, and it just gives it a kind of, it just brushes them, makes them look clean and neat. Just like that. Take my finger, lift, and tap. I'm going to use that just to highlight her brow. Just because it gives you a softer look than putting shimmer under the brow. Sometimes shimmer under the brow can be very harsh, especially on camera. It can pick up and make it really bounce off the light, and all you see is shimmer underneath here. So sometimes it's good to get a nice neutral matte color to highlight. This MAC palette again, I'm going to use this warm tone, and I'm going to mix it. This has it's like a tan, like orangey kind of tone, and then I'm going to use this kind of like a cocoa color, and this is what I'm going to use. Instead of using liner under her eye, I'm just going to take a little, and I'm going to sweep it right under her bottom lashes. This is, yeah, there we go. The Voluminous from L'Oreal.
L'Oreal.
Yeah, this is Carbon Black. It's like a pitch black mascara. And she's not wearing any lashes. Jayla's not wearing any lashes, and it still looks pretty. You don't have to put on lashes every day of your life. I mean,
even though we like it.
Yeah, and we love it, and we will put some on later on to show you the difference, because it really helps to open up the eye. But if you're pressed for time and you're somebody who it's not easy for you to put on a lash every day, you know, use your own lashes. And for me, doing the bottom lash, if I get a little bit on the bottom, it's okay, because it kind of mimics a liner. It looks like a liner. So I did tap onto her skin a little bit, and it looks like liner. Soft, but it's not a harsh straight line. Earth Tone by NYX. Well, on you, it is going to be kind of pink. But I'm going to mix it. So I'm going to go in with Honey Love from
MAC.
From MAC, yep. The lip line first, but on the softer side, just to give the outline. And then I place the color, and then I go back in. You're able to see more of your lip shape and where you need it. Because when you're creating your lip line first and you're just using the lip liner, sometimes you overdraw it way too much. So a tip would be to fill in your lips with the color first, and then go back in with the lip liner to make it fuller. That way it looks more natural.
So guys, this is the finished look. We added lashes for that extra glam effect that I really love. In the comment section, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, if you want more tips. You can follow us on social media. I'm Jayla Koriyan, and you are what?
I am ReneeMadeULook. It's the same on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm so excited that today I finally joined the YouTube world. So my YouTube is also ReneeMadeULook, so make sure you subscribe.
Yes, so in the comment section, if you have any video requests for her, any tips you want to know, make sure you leave them down there so she can see it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.